Hello again in another episode of Gunfire TV. If you're a type of Airsoft player who thinks about changing parts even before he gets his replica from the shop, this video may not be for you because today we've got replicas by Poseidon. So there's not much that you can make better. Let's check them out. Alright, let's start from how it looks. Well, it resembles a certain Austrian pistol, and now the frame is made of polymer with Israel and very aggressive surface on the grip that allows you to hold it even without your glove very securely, and it's licensed by P80, the producer of polymer frames for real firearms. Now, the slide. The slide is made of CNC aluminum. As you can see, it is even lightened here with those cuts and this large cut, and it's got its own signature. It's Orion, full semi-automatic, and now I need to change my voice. No mercy when Poseidon strikes. Yeah, they wrote it on the slide, really. A lot of players modify their guns by replacing slides with something lighter made of aluminum. Here you've got it right off the box and those lightening cuts that also look awesome. A lot of us would like to put red dot sight on their pistols. Very often the pistol needs to be modified. Here all you need to do is to place RMR plate instead of this plate, so it's RMR ready. But it comes with really cool sights. These are called Cyclops. The rear sight works a bit like ghost ring sight, but it also has got its crosshair. So placing the front sight just in the middle, it's very intuitive. I would really like to check these out on the battlefield. If it's too orthodox for you or you just don't like it, don't fear, my dear. Their standard sights are in the box, so you just replace them and have ordinary, boring sights. What Airsoft players like to do is also to modify their trigger, so it's lighter and more crisp. Here, the action is really awesome. Very light, much lighter than in real firearms, but if you like to shoot a lot and fast on single fire, this is ready for you. Also, mag release is extended, so releasing the magazine, it's very easy, and it's easy to do even with the gloves, or if your fingers are shorter than medium size. Now mine is medium, so it's perfect, but for someone with shorter fingers it would be not as easy with a standard mag release. So, let's take a look inside. Poseidon is a well-known manufacturer of high-quality internal parts, so let's take a look inside. Just to let you know, I'm doing this for the first time. Of course, first we need to remove the magazine. Now it's time to take the whole slide off. It's of course made of aluminum. Main spring with its guide gets out. You just need to wobble a little bit, and there. Then I can take out the internal and outer barrel. The outer barrel has 11mm clockwise thread for silencers or tracers. And of course, internal barrel is air cushion type, so you've got long range, great accuracy, and it works perfectly with hop-up. Now it's time to take out the whole internal assembly. First, the rear sight comes off. Now, as you can see, I have some problem with taking out the rest. I thought it's the screw that needs to be loosened, and then I realized that this replica is RMR ready. All you need to do is to unscrew this plate with two screws and mount your RMR plate. This is not in the box. Now the whole internal assembly gets out. It's very tight and it's good. As you can see, there are pieces which will fall off, so remember about that, especially about this small pin and screw. If you do it during the skirmish, I do not recommend that. Now let's get into the internals. After unscrewing this small hex screw, you can get the whole nozzle and valve out. Yep, as you can see, it doesn't look like a typical one, this white thing. Now, what you need to do is to push a small pin. The nozzle is made of polymer, so be very careful. Everything here is tight and I like it, so nothing is wobbling inside. That gives you very consistent work of your pneumatics. These are the internals and famous ice peak valve, the red thing, I mean. Now, this is the part I wanted to see the most. You may believe me or not, but this was the first time I opened it up and nobody showed me how to do it, so you were kinda experiencing this with me. Those two white O-rings are made of Teflon. It's not rubber, it's not silicone, and this is the famous ice peak valve. Connected together, that gives you a replica which can run in the lower temperatures or run magazine after magazine after magazine without freezing. Now, this is something that Poseidon is famous of. Before I start presenting the replicas to you, let me just say that these are semi and fully automatic. Now, there are no external fire selectors, no switches, no gizmos. So now it's full auto, and now what I need to do is to reach inside the slide and move this big orange thing on the other side, so it's very visible and easy to switch even in the dark. And now it's single fire. Now, internals allow you to shoot really lots of magazines before it freezes. We've rearranged our studio and that left us with around 10 meters of shooting range. I am going to compare standard sights with ghost ring sights with this weird cross hair. And I'm gonna check out which is more intuitive, which is faster to get on the target. Of course, I am quite experienced with standard ones. This is something new for me, so the test will be Now, I was shooting once at small IPSC target, this is 1 to 5 in dimensions, then twice on this, let's call it, plate. As you can see, this is the grouping with standard sight. This is 10 meters and this is less than 20 centimeters as for the size. Now, this is standard sight and this is Cyclops sight. As you can see, everything went low. The grouping is a bit similar. All the IPSC target went here. So as for the accuracy of the guns, it's very good. But with those sights, I think I would need just to practice a little bit. But not that bad, not bad at all. All right, so let us all think about the question from the beginning of the video. Is there something that needs to be replaced? So we've got a frame that has a very nice surface here, so you don't need to do any stippling. Enlarged extended mag release. Trigger that works like a charm, so don't need to bother changing anything here. The slide made of aluminum, so it's very light and it's aluminum. And those cuts that make it even lighter. It's armor ready, no need to modify anything here. A different set of sights. So externally, I think it's very okay. Internally, well, the parts are made by Poseidon. A lot of airsoft players choose Poseidon parts to replace their standard pistol parts, like valves, like barrels, like hop-up backing. Just like me, I've got a lot of their parts in my pistols. So if there is anything better than Poseidon, well, maybe then we would change this, but I would for sure stay with this just out of the box. Now, good quality BBs and you're good to go. If you have any ideas what you could change in those pistols and it's now available on the market, write it down in comments below. If you think that it's a good idea for parts producers to produce their own guns, write it down in comments below. Hit the bell, subscribe and leave a like, and see you again in another episode of Gunfire TV, in which I hope I will be able to present to you as cool items like those Orions by Poseidon. No mercy when Poseidon strikes! That's cool, I think.